Hello and welcome to this short presentation on how to use one of Excel's hidden features, a really cool feature called the camera feature. So in order to demonstrate this, I set up a really simple model. If you look at the screen now, first of all we've got a tab called Inputs. And on the Inputs tab I've got very simply sales units, sales price, gross margin and overheads, and they feed into a calculation sheet which gives me revenue, and revenue is simply sales price times sales units, my direct costs, which is the gross margin times the revenue, gross profit, revenue minus the costs, overheads also feeds in from the input sheet, and then we've got some net profit being 1.75 million at the bottom. So this is using a bit of best practice, and I've got my calculations on one sheet and my inputs on another sheet highlighted in blue. But it's a bit of a pain flicking between sheets, and it'd be quite nice to have, for example, the profits or even the results on the input sheet. Now an easy way to do this would simply be to press equals, click onto the next sheet. For example, I can click on net profit, and there we are, we've got net profit, and every time I change one of these features here, say for example to 11,000 units, I'd see the net profit change. However, a bit of a nicer feature than this is the camera feature. The first step is to learn how to add it. So if you want to have a go at this with me direct, if you click on the Office button on the top left of your screen, and into Excel options at the bottom, and using the menus on the side, we want to pick the Customize menu. So we've got various choices here, and it asks us where we want to choose commands from. It's defaulted to popular commands. We drop down this list. The one that we want to choose is a bizarrely named option called Commands Not in the ribbon. Interesting. Let's click on this, and we've got a whole series of commands which effectively they don't advertise, are there for use. Now a lot of these just flicking through, all to do with formatting and other things that you probably see in other Office packages. However, the one that we want is, it's in alphabetical order, you can see it here, camera. If we click on add, that puts it into our what's called quick access toolbar. Press OK, and look at the top of the screen, you can see now a little picture of a camera there. Okay, so we've now got the feature installed. If we move into the next tab, the Profit tab, let's highlight the cells that we want to effectively take a snapshot of. Click on the camera icon. Okay, we click back into Inputs, and we can draw a mini little box here, which we can size. If you see, I'm sizing it now to any size we want. Which I pick one that's similar size to the inputs. Let go, and what we have here, if I just drag it to make it a little bit nicer, there we are, we've got a snapshot of what's going on in the other sheet. So again, let's just try and change these numbers. We now put the sales up to 12,000 units. Let's see what happens. The profit goes to 2.35 million. We could see that in cell B8 where we had the information before, but isn't the camera feature a lot better? It's just it's really nice. We can change the gross margin. What happens if that drops to 35%? Okay, instantaneously reflects on there. Overheads, let's say the employees ask for a rise, and let's put that to 1.5 million. Again, instantaneous results. So a nice feature, very useful in modelling, or perhaps just where you're testing assumptions in any kind of way, and something which isn't traditionally advertised. I hope you found this presentation useful. Any comments, please feel free to email me, and we can have a discussion. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and goodbye.